Hey Trigger Babes, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all, first of all, I just want to say thank you for all of y'all wonderful comments. Y'all really motivated me to like keep going. Not that I wasn't gonna keep going anyway, you know, because I gotta walk in my purpose, but y'all really motivated me to keep going. Like, I'm so happy that I was able to give a lot of people hope. That really was my plan, and that was the whole reason that God wanted me to drop that video. We all go through stuff, and it's not always easy, you know, when you're going through stuff, especially when you don't have nobody, or you just one of those people that was like me, like to keep stuff to yourself. Just want to say that I'm so thankful for y'all comments. Like, y'all just don't even know how much that meant to me. And thanks for the people that subscribe to my channel. I'm very grateful for y'all, and I appreciate that, y'all. So with this video, this pretty much piggyback off of the last video I made. If you didn't see my last video, please go and watch my last video, because it's gonna make so much sense. So if you seen my last video, then you will understand, but if not, then you may still understand. You probably can't put it all together. But with this video, it's pretty much, I wanted to go back to what happened prior to me going through everything that I talked about in my last video. So we just gonna go ahead and get into it. If you see my last video, you know I was saying that I went through a breakup and I was dealing with a lot of stuff. Prior to my breakup, like when it started getting up to that point where I got to with the drinking and the breakup and all of that, y'all, I was like in this mindset of like, I was looking for a job. I was in a dark place at this time. Now, I remember having a breakdown in the shower. Now, I'm used to being able to talk to, that's another thing. God has healed me from this as well, but my mom passed away in 2010, and that was my best friend. I talked to her about everything. Like, she gave me the best advice, and she really guided me. So when she died, I just felt so lost. If you experience losing your mother, your father, or your grandma, just someone that really guided you, you can definitely feel where I'm coming from when that person is gone. The person that you felt like always had your best interest at heart. Now, even though like she been gone for so long, it's like still over the years, I really have been still like grieving and dealing with her being gone, especially every single time I went through things in life and I didn't have her to turn to. You know, it really would make me mad. I never met my dad, so I don't know, you know, yeah, like I never met him, so I don't know who my dad is. So I only had my mom, and she's really not my biological mom. There's really my aunt, but she raised me since I was a newborn, so yeah, that's mom. But anyway, so I just remember going through a lot and just needing that guidance at that time of my life when I was going through a lot. And I just remember having a breakdown in the shower, and then I remember, you know, praying and crying so hard and just saying like, this cannot be life, Lord. Like, I know this is not the life you have plan for me. Like, what is my purpose? What am I doing? I feel so lost. I don't like this. Like, I start having like these thoughts in my head, like, if this is life, like I don't even want to be here. Like, this sucks, you know. I'm just crying and I'm just mad because I feel like since I've been on earth, I just always had to be in survival mode. Like, I've been through so much in my life, like so much, and I'm like, dang, every time you look up, life is life, and I'm going through stuff. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I really need a change. What is my purpose? I know this is not the life you have for me. This can't be it. This is my life, and I deserve to live my life to the fullest. I remember laying in the bed and just saying it got to be more to life than this. One thing I want to say, what I really want to tell y'all, and the reason for me making this video is because I really want y'all to understand that when you're telling God that you ready to walk in your purpose, and what is your purpose, make sure you ready, because the thing is, how we be wanting it to go when we tell God I'm ready to walk in purpose, most likely is not gonna go the way that you have in mind. And I'm still learning these things, which is scary, but you gotta trust in God. Like, you really have to have faith to be one of them strong, resilient people. Like, I know I can conquer anything, I can overcome any obstacle. Even with everything that I have been through in my life, I definitely can say that I'm very resilient. Like, no matter what situation I have encountered, I always come out on top. That is facts. I'm a very optimistic person. I still cry, I still break down. You know, in those moments, I still have feelings, I still feel lost, but I still always do what needs to be done. I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna be optimistic. That's what helps me. You can easily go through something and fall into depression and never come out, or end up having to get on medication and, you know, all of this stuff. Some people need therapy, counseling. You know, I just believe that everything happened for a reason, and I live in my truth. I also understand that a lot of things that we go through in life is because of our own decision making. A lot of this stuff we go through, it be stuff we bring upon ourselves. We know right from wrong. We be knowing when we should leave a person alone. We know what's gonna happen if we keep talking to this person. We know what's gonna happen if you keep just doing anything that you have no business doing. You know the possibility of the outcome. Like, we can't just put the blame on other people and giving signs. We just be ignoring it. We be ignoring those signs. Like, let's be real. But let me get back to this video. I remember just asking God, what is my purpose? It gotta be more to life than this. So all of that to say, God will shake up your circle. Now, I said this, like, it was probably like, maybe I want to say 2 months before everything that I mentioned in my last video happened. We don't be knowing, so it's like you gotta be ready. I just want to tell y'all, because I want to make y'all aware. Nobody warned me, so I want to warn y'all to be ready. But one thing I can tell you is God is going to test your faith. He have to make sure that you're truly ready. You have to be one of those optimistic people. You're going to have to be that positive thinking person, because it can get real, especially just depending on the life that you live. It can be very, very scary when you don't know how certain things in life is going to turn out. That can be very scary. When you used to having control over your life and making certain decisions for yourself, that's scary. In the moment of you walking in purpose, you relying on God. So you have to have faith during this process, because now you basically surrendering to God, saying, you know, I surrender to you. You giving God full control to guide you. The control is out of your hand. You going with it at this point. You praying heavily, like you're trusting. Trusting God and having faith is very important when you're walking on your journey. You're not gonna know how to do this. You know, you can't lean on your own understanding and your own logic. Like, you gotta give like when you surrender, you gotta really surrender to God, saying, I trust you, guide me. Even the days that God don't respond, you still gotta trust. You know, that's why God say, be still and know that I'm God. God can actually just be like sitting back like this, like, I just want to see. Let me see if she really ready. Let me see if he really ready. You know, so you have to just keep praying. You got to keep your faith. I remember going through my journey and I was at a standstill for a long time, and I'm like, God, like, you left me, like, what I'm supposed to do? What's next, you know, for a long time. But let me back up some, back to God will shake your world up and the people around you. So we already know that certain people just can't go with you when you starting a new journey in your life. Whenever you trying to grow, you can't go with people that's not ready to grow like you. You know, if this person still love to party and stuff, you was that party girl, but now you're ready to transition and you want something new, you're not gonna be able to take your best friend that's not ready to grow, and you can't force that on them. You can talk to them and tell them, you know, girl, we need a change and stuff, but if that person is not ready, then you gotta have faith in God and you gotta keep going. You gotta do what's best for you at the end of the day. Like, I'm always telling people that, like, you gotta do what's best for you. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna do what's best for me. I don't care about, you know, friends and stuff like that. Like, I do care for my friends, but I'm gonna always think about me and put me first. And at the same time, if my friends really love me, they gonna be there. They gonna eventually keep up, and that doesn't mean like you gotta completely stop talking to them. It just means that you're on a different path, you're on a different wavelength than them. So those are things that you got to be ready for when you're going on your walk with God. Yeah, even relationships, like relationships that you're in with people, y'all probably end up breaking up. It's just your whole circle would just shake up. And the crazy thing about it is God give you like this ability to really see things for what it really is. We can, a lot of times we can be so blinded by things, or we really know, but we overlook stuff because we, you know, we've been dealing with it. It's just like, oh yeah, whatever, you know, I ain't worrying about that. Or yeah, she be doing that, but that stuff don't really bother me. When you get ready and walk in this purpose and God is moving you, a lot of things that used to then bother you about people will just start bothering you. It can be the same stuff that you've been dealing with for years, and it will just all of a sudden start bothering you. Oh, y'all just don't, you know, like the way she just be being negative and stuff all the time. I just don't think I really want to be around her no more. Like, it'll start really bothering you. You just really start to see things with a clear eye view. Even in a relationship, you would just get to a point you be like, I don't know, I'm just so tired of all this toxicity, like him talking to me like this. I'm tired of fighting with him. Now I just want to be in a soft girl era. I'm tired of dealing with this with him. Like, you know, it's just certain things just start bother you. Or it can just be you just get to a point and you just start to feel like, I'm just not even on it no more. Like, I just not outgrew that. I don't want to go to club no more. I don't want to drink no more. I don't want to smoke no more. Sometimes we can hang with people just because of where we at in life. Like, I can really love you because right now in my life, on this timeline, I love partying. Now you my best friend because we share the same interests. We both like to party. We both like to drink. So yeah, we like to turn up. So God would definitely communicate with you and tell you these things that you're not ready for, things that you need to continue to work on. You gotta be willing to listen. I made time, and I still do make time to listen to God because I need things to make sense to me. So just to say, like, really trust the process, y'all, and do not give up. Do not give up. Like, don't go into depression. It is being lonely and being isolated for a reason, and for a good reason, is two different things. You're not lonely and lost when you may feel lost, but you really leaning on God, and you know that you're isolated for a reason. So it's not the same thing as being lost and lonely in that sense. So I just wanted to really tell y'all about when you're walking on your journey, just to make sure that you're ready to really be alone, and that you're really ready to face everything that you have been through in your life. And it's gonna start with childhood all the way up to now, because God really have to mold you to be this best version of yourself. And it's not gonna be easy, but I promise you, if you trust God, God tell you that he know the plans that he have for you in your life, and you already know God's way is always better than our way. What God see and what we see is two different things. When you trust God, I promise you, you gonna feel better, and the plans that he have for you is way better than the plans that you have for yourself. But yeah, just to say that, you know, our ways are not God's ways. You know, the plans that God has for us is not the plans that we have for ourselves. But believe me when I tell you that you want to go God's way. I told God, look, I no longer want what I want for me. What I think is best for me is probably not even best for me. So I don't even pray for certain things no more. I say, God, you know my heart, you know what I want, but I know you know what's best for me. So I want what you have for me. That's what I want. Even with a man, I'm not praying for no man, because that God probably got a better man for me. I'm not doing it. Lord, the man you got for me, that's the man I want. But just make sure, you know, I want to be right for this man that you have for me. But look, I understand and I know God ain't even gonna give me that man that he got for me unless he know that I'm that woman and I'm ready for that man that he has for me. But really trusting God's plan and God's process for you, and just equipping you so you can become the best version of yourself. Y'all, I really want what's best for y'all, and that's why I'm making these videos and sharing my thoughts and telling y'all these things, because I really care about each and one of y'all, and I really want everyone to become the best version of themselves, because that's why we really put here on earth, you know, to become the best version of ourselves and to really serve our purpose on earth. And I want that for everyone. Like I said, that's why I'm making these videos. I'm praying that all of y'all, everybody that see my videos, I'm praying that you get to the point where you become the best version of yourself, and you make it to actually walk in your purpose for God, so God can use you in the kingdom. I really hope this video found y'all well. But yeah, I just wanted to do that video just so y'all know what to expect when y'all tell God that y'all ready to walk in y'all purpose, and you tell God that you want to be used. You just got to be ready for all of that. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share y'all thoughts with me. Let me know what you thought about this video. I love y'all. Bye.